Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today, I'm going to try to repair this E-Flight Decathlon. It came spiraling down on me, and I don't know what happened. I blame magnetic interference instead of my skill, but I don't know. It happened to my brother. He has the same plane. Um, Other than that, it flies pretty good. Um, so I'm just gonna get some glue. Today I'm going to use some hot glue. I normally don't do that, but now I'm kind of addicted to using it because it's fast, dries fast. I don't have to wait for, 24 hours. But, as you saw with the flag at the beginning intro, it's windy, so today I'm just going to hang out in the shop area and work on this. Yeah, that's one dirty plane. I don't know what got all over it. Maybe from the crash out into the dirt. Shall fix this battery hatch first. It's the easiest. Get it out of the way. Just try to pry that open. Try to inject some of that hot glue in there, and then not too much. And then just squish it down. Hold it for a little bit. 10, 20 seconds. Guess it depends on the temperature. I'm in the shed. It's about 55, 60 degrees maybe. Colder, overcast day today. Maybe like 50 for the high. It's got this little plastic trim pieces, which is pretty nice. I'll just have to glue all those. Just tiny little bead, put it right on there, and just try to pry that away with my other finger, one of my fingers, and then just apply a little bit of amount. It holds pretty well. Something's that small. Same thing with the other side. Kind of inspect everywhere, see what came unglued, busted off. A lot of these larger companies don't like to use too much glue and cut some corners here and there to save some money, but that's expected with the hobby, you know. Buy a plane, buy a bottle of glue. Buy another plane, buy another bottle of glue. Everybody crashes sooner or later. I'm done with this piece. Extra piece of styrofoam I just found on the table. I believe I put it in the plane after I crashed it, and then it just fell out through one of the holes in the bottom. Unscrew those little thumb screws, finger screws, whatever you want to call them. Pretty handy, especially if you have to travel with it. Put it in a small vehicle or something like that. You could just take that wing off fairly quick. So this is fun. Always trying to find the right Allen wrench. So I'm just trying to figure out if it fits the other side. Right there. It's closer. I can't see it. Old, tired eyes. Not too much light right there either, so...
I find that one.
Let's try some more.
What the hell?
Let's try this one again. Nah, it just either doesn't fit or just spins inside. Oh, let's try some more. I need to fast forward it.
This is bullshit. Well, you can't fucking do videos.
All right, I mean business.
You're telling me nothing fucking fits
You
that
get
shit.
up, grab a flashlight, inspect a little closer. Where did I put that flashlight?
This one clicks off of there anyway.
So after looking at it closely, it just unclips right down there. And that's what broke on the other side. I like to waste time like that. So slowly tugging on the wing. Don't want to just yank on it and break stuff or tear out a wire, which I found E-Flight has a handy dandy little connector there on top of the wing that connects the aileron. Pretty cool. No real damage to the wing, just that broken wing spar, strut, sorry. And then the mount. This mount back here, and then the front mount was loose.
Oh, that's screwed in there.
So I'll just inspect it, take any old glue off of it, kind of see where it goes, how it's going to fit back. It was coming down like a flat spin type, and it must have just hit the wing and just kind of ripped that out and split the body. Cracked that nose section. Cracked that. Made it come unglued. So my brother picked these up. Gosh, I think it was the end of summer sale for $199 with that AS3X Spectrum receiver in it, which was a steal. I mean, those are like $100, $105 receiver. So you're looking at the plane's price, basically $100. Here I'm trying to stick that antenna from that receiver back in that tube. There we go. Now, I've seen some people stick those, if it comes with two antennas, they'll stick it vertical, one horizontal. We've flown back in the early 90s, I think it was, and we never did anything special with the antenna. I mean, sometimes I'll poke it through the fuselage and stick them out so they get more clear signal, but I don't think I've done anything other than that. I mean, you could pull it through the hole right there. I was thinking about taping it, but I said, it's open enough. I don't fly that far. I don't fly that high. Maybe that's why it came down. No, we're right by railroad tracks. We're thinking sometimes there's some kind of magnetic or electrical interference. I like to blame it on that. Not my skills. Or lack of. Figuring out where to glue this little bulkhead here. Said I'll just pull it apart, pry it away. Sometimes I'll even rip the pieces off just to get a better connection, better glue job on it. But here I could kind of squeeze it down in there. And this plane, I won't do anything crazy with it. I know it's like a sport type trick plane where you could do acrobatics with it. But I'll just, practice with it, practice landing, get that stick time in. Good to have multiple prop planes to practice with. But you can really go through a lot of that hot glue. Those sticks will disappear on you pretty fast. I'll always try to do a test fit on everything before I glue it back together, just to see how it goes and take my time with it.
Hey, there's a piece. Okay, so this piece. Right there.
So after getting those two broken styrofoam pieces in there, I could figure out how to get this little wing mount inside there. I was trying to go up on the bottom side of it here, underneath. That didn't work. And then I was going to try to swing it in there at a 45-degree angle and prop it in there, but that didn't work. So I just went straight down, pulled the fuselage apart a little bit. It's flexible. Else I've got a lot of glue. So yeah, no struggles repairing it at all. Get some of that old stuff off of there. I mean, you could take alcohol and wipe it super clean, but I'm not that picky. That hot glue holds pretty good. And like I said, I'm not doing crazy things with this plane. Nice and gentle, maybe a couple, barrel rolls or a loop. Plus, I always inspect the plane. Try to do that before every flight, a little pre-flight check. Pull that apart a little bit, push that down in there, and then squish it together. Actually fit pretty good. You'd be surprised after crashing. My videos, you'll see crashes, repair jobs. You're not going to see all these perfect takeoffs, perfect landings, perfect looking planes. I use my stuff. It gets beat up. I'll wipe it down for here and there. And, like I said, you do that pre-flight check and inspect stuff. You'll see a dirty shop work area because I use it. Some of these videos I've seen, these guys have just, the perfect little workshop, all spick and span, and I can't find my stuff that way. I need it all laying out. So now for the underside, the belly, the cracked belly, and that cracked fuselage on the side, both sides. So what I should have done, instead of gluing the cracks on the side first, should have glued that seam down the belly first, pushed that together. I kind of rushed into this. I'll try to put some force up against that so until that glue sets a little. Like I said, that hot glue works pretty well. I've used it on that Arrows Marlin after snapping that whole front nose off with the battery. And then jammed toothpicks inside on the side of the fuselage and then glued it together. Flown it, geez, maybe in 10, 12 times after that so far. I wish it was coming off the fly today. Yeah, think it's holding. Another one. I'll just go look around where I just glued and just kind of add a little bit of extra. By the time I'm done, the plane's another half pound heavier. No, I'm just kidding. It could change the center of gravity, though, depending on where you put it and how much you use. But these top wings, geez, you could just throw a battery in there. It really doesn't matter too much at all, I noticed. Another loose trim piece. Battery hatch there. Just a little bead of that hot glue and it'll hold those small pieces easily. That's all the little stretched out pieces of the hot glue. Trying to clean that up a little. Test fit the wing. Make sure that plug lines up with the other plug. From the wing to that mounting plate. And it did, so and those in, tighten it down. Pretty snug. It looked a little loose, but yeah, tugging on it a little bit. It was secured, tight fit. So the video ends early here. I guess my camera got too hot. Imagine that. Technology. But I glued that wing strut on with some hot glue, and I don't know if that's going to hold. It's kind of important there, but we'll see. So here's some of the glue that I use besides hot glue. It's like a foam to foam glue. That one takes like overnight to cure. I like that one. That one's pretty strong. Or try to use the super glue. I think I got that from like Temu or Banggood or something like that. Pretty cheap. The dog got to that nozzle on it and chewed it up. So. Or there is also the Gorilla Glue where you like dampen the area and do that. Finished with it. Battery hatch needs a little more work, but excited to try flying it again. Excited to fly it again. Not try. Do. Alright. That's about it. See you guys.